Neil Lennon is known for a lot of things, however defending Rangers certainly isn't one of them, but that all changes today as Lennon comes to the aid of the Rangers women's team and labels Hearts pedantic after their reaction to the SWPL Scottish Challenge Cup final. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. So, a little bit of a backstory here. It was the women's SWPL Scottish Challenge Cup final. I believe it's like the women's version of the League Cup. It was Rangers Partick Thistle in the final. Obviously, the game doesn't need to happen in a huge stadium. It's not a Hampden level stadium, so the final was played at Tynecastle. Rangers got the Hearts home dressing room, Partick Thistle got the away dressing room. Now, Hearts asked that neither club use branding in the dressing rooms, so basically don't put your club logos in the dressing rooms, stuff like that. Rangers won the cup final by 4-1. Then I guess later on in the dressing room they wanted to celebrate, they wanted to take some pictures, and if you're a Rangers player and you're celebrating a cup trophy, it wouldn't really make sense to have a big Hearts crest in the background of the pictures, so they decided to temporarily place a Rangers crest on the floor over the top of the Hearts crest. However, this has caused a big uproar. Hearts are not happy. They claim that Rangers have defaced their badge, their crest, and they're demanding answers from Rangers. They're demanding answers from the SWPL. However, Lennon isn't having it. He says that this is nonsense and he doesn't believe that Hearts have any right to have fury over their badge temporarily being covered during the SWPL Cup final. So we made a video earlier in the day, if you want to go and check it out, a bit more detailed about the statement Hearts made. I'm not going to go over that statement right now, but basically they say that what happened wasn't agreed upon and it should never have been allowed to happen, and that they want answers from both Rangers and the women's football organisation in Scotland. Now, I could understand if it was like criminal damage or if there was like vandalism or stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I mean, the Hearts crest was just temporarily replaced with a Rangers. It wasn't even replaced, it just had a Rangers one placed on top of it, just so they could take some pictures when they were celebrating. I don't think it's a huge crime. If there was an agreement for no branding, then maybe they owe an apology, but I don't think it was necessary for Hearts to come out and make a club statement, and Neil Lennon obviously doesn't think that either, because he has reacted, and it's fair to say that he isn't too happy about the way Hearts have handled this. So this is what Neil Lennon had to say. Quote, "When you go to Hampden, you get your own branding in each of the dressing rooms, whether it's a semi-final or a final. Obviously, the girls or Rangers thought it was the same thing to do at Tynecastle. For me, it's nothing. Just pick it up and say, thanks Hearts for the venue, we've won the cup. It's so pedantic." And then they're saying it's a pity the focus has been taken away from the final. But you're the ones making the statement and the noises. It's a non-story. Just let it go. They're appealing to a small minority, end of quote. So I agree with Neil Lennon. I don't think Hearts have handled this well at all. I can understand if they're maybe not happy about the situation, if they think that there was an agreement that was broken. I mean, that's fair enough, but to come out and make a club statement and then to say that they're upset about the focus being taken off the cup final, the focus has been taken off, you know, a good day for women's football. Hearts are the only one taking that focus away from women's football. And I don't even care about women's football, but I mean, it is a bit wrong, I think, to try and deflect the day. You know, it was a big win for Rangers. Partick Thistle did very well to get there, put up a decent performance. And this kind of statement, the controversies just took away from the actual final and the cup win, and it's just turned it into like a club versus club thing with Hearts unhappy about the branding. You know, I just don't I don't see it, man. I don't see why Hearts are so upset. I could understand if maybe they were reaching out to Rangers and they wanted clarification as to why this happened, and maybe asked for an apology or something like that, or asked that in future if the matches are happening at Tynecastle, don't do this, or something along those lines. But I mean, the official statement that they made, it did seem like a little reach. It did feel like they were reaching. I thought it was embarrassing, to be honest. I mean, I can see why they're upset, but not that fucking upset. Like, I mean, get over it. You know, it's not the end of the world. So we'll see what happens. They want answers. I don't know what answers they want. I'm assuming maybe Rangers might apologise or whatnot, but I don't see what more Rangers can do, or the SWPL can do, other than apologise. Neil Lennon thinks that Hearts are getting upset here over nothing, and I mean, he's probably right. At the end of the day, it was the crest has been temporarily placed over with another one. It's not like it's been vandalised. It's not like it's been ripped up or tore off or abused or anything like that. You know, it's no, there's no graffiti or anything like that. It was simply placed over just for the celebrations, because it wouldn't make sense. Like, it doesn't look good. If you're Rangers and you win the cup and you're taking pictures celebrating with the trophy, why would you want a big Hearts badge in the background? You know, it doesn't make sense. So I can see why the Rangers women done this. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's the end of the world. Like, if you want to have a word with Rangers or something like that, then that's something, maybe something behind closed doors. Maybe Hearts could have reached out to Rangers privately, I think, or the SWPL privately. But to make that big statement, and I just don't really think anyone was that bothered about it. Maybe like a handful, a minority, but yeah, no, for me, I actually agree with Neil Lennon here. So let us know what you guys think down below. Neil Lennon coming to the aid of Rangers, defending Rangers, and I think he's got a point, to be honest. I don't even think this should be getting talked about. If it was agreed, no branding, then they probably shouldn't have done it, but they've done it, and I don't think it's the end of the world. Like I said, Hearts could have reached out privately. Maybe Rangers would apologise, and that's it. You know, you shake hands, you move on. But I don't think there's a big need here for all this, like, controversy and Hearts demanding answers. I mean, what fucking answers do they want? I mean, realistically, what are they going to be told? You know, are they expecting, like, compensation or something? I mean, get real. I mean, what are we doing here? Honestly, what a waste of time this is. Anyway, that's it. I mean, Hearts could be spending this time trying to sign Lauren Shanklin for like another 4 years. I'd be trying to nail down Lauren Shanklin. They're too busy fucking worrying about the Women's Cup final. I think it's a joke. The more I think of it, it is a joke, and I'm going to get angry. So we're going to end it right here, guys. I mean, Hearts, just get over it, man. Concentrate on finishing third. Concentrate on beating Rangers. Beat Rangers in the Scottish Cup semi-final. Don't be pissing about on statements, man, and crying about, you know, a temporary badge replacement. Just fucking go to Scottish, go to Hampden, mate, and beat Rangers, get into the final, and then you can place as many Hearts badges as you want around Hampden. Do that. But you know, wasting time here complaining about the women's game. The women's game, I mean, if it was the men's game, I'd maybe take it a little bit more serious, but it's the women's game. It's almost like a separate entity, you know. It's like, well, why are we, I don't get it, man. I do not get it. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Let me know what you think down below. I think Hearts have taken this way too far, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Scottish football, guys, controversy every day. That's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.